Well, there are all kinds of different macroinvertebrates, and one of the invertebrates that we see, macroinvertebrates, not a benthic macroinvertebrates, but it's a macroinvertebrate, is the diving beetles. I see a lot of those when I'm taking samples, and they like to live along the edges, it seems like, in the grasses. That's where we find them, where the grasses that are hanging into the water. And those things are just really, they're really aggressive. They eat a lot of insects, and some of them will even eat fish. I had one the other day on my arm, walking around my arm, and he was about, I don't know, he's about 2 inches long. It was a really big one. I don't see so many of the big ones anymore. I mostly see the little, centimeter, half-inch size ones, but this one was just huge, and he had these big pinchers, and you could tell he was just like, well, I didn't really want to get in front of his pinchers. He didn't pinch me at all, but they say that they eat minnows and so forth. There's one of them called the eastern toe biter, and I wonder how it got that name, but they're pretty cool bugs out there. A lot of these bugs also, they eat other bugs in the water too. So they have, they're carnivorous bugs in the water. I like to think of the streams and rivers around here as super highways of bugs. Like you go out here and you look at it and you're just like, oh, it's just a river, nothing happening on here. There are literally billions of bugs crawling all over the bottom here, and you don't see them. You don't know they're there until you take this net out. And if you were here with me now, you would see that every time we scoop this net out, we're catching maybe 100 little bugs just from a tiny little 1-2 foot area. I mean, it's incredible. And oftentimes we don't see them because they can sense us. And you walk around in the river here, they immediately sense us coming, and so they freeze, they stop moving, and they climb under the rocks and they get out of the way, so you don't know they're there. And it was only recently I saw this great video where they put a camera down in the water and let it sit there, and at first there was nothing moving when that camera was set down there, but slowly as things calmed down and we moved away, the ground just sort of erupted with all the different bugs, and they crawled all over everything, and it was really amazing. It's a great thing.